Yahoo!
Caught the end of that. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Roll for Broke. My name is Adam, and I will be our Dungeon Master for session number 27. Oh my god, I didn't even update that in my notes. 27, still said 26. I was like, that's not right. But that's session number 27 of All Dwarves Are Bad. It's the, Anyway, joining us tonight is our lovely cast of players. We have Brandon playing the gunslinger fighter Sir Varric.
Hello again.
Chris, who is playing the lore bard Tyrion.
I have a warrant!
Jean-Luc, who plays the wild magic sorcerer Sen.
Hey, guess who's back again?
Will, who plays the blade-singing wizard Vasil. And finally, we have Phoenix, who is playing the life cleric Naedes.
Light be with you.
And with the formalities out of the way, let's get started with a high-level recap of where we are. In pursuit of Havig, the notorious Pirate King, our adventurers set their course for Verdun's Hollow. Upon arrival, they discovered the town eerily deserted, as expected, save for a trade caravan that's been ambushed by gnolls. The sudden attack by these gnolls on skyboards was swiftly countered by the crew, though the battle had left its marks. Sorry, Tyrion. Their investigation of the abandoned town led them to a community center turned gnoll den, where they found some items linked to Havig's crew, including a collection of casino chips. A visit to the shipwright's workshop, Firth Mechanics, revealed a starkly empty space, suggesting a deliberate clean-out. The journey took a perilous turn when a formidable gnoll astride an undead sky shark descended upon the town and our adventurers. After the skirmish, the team sought a hermit living nearby, hoping for leads on any local survivors. You navigated a pitfall trap that this hermit had set, and found not only the hermit, but a very prepared and battle-ready dwarven hermit at his home, setting the stage for a crucial conversation that we need to have. We ended that session in the middle of the conversation with this dwarf, so it may feel a little sudden as we jump back into this conversation. And I do have a lead-in that I can read here in a moment, but before I do, are there any questions? Oh,
I might need some recap on some names because I lost my book I was writing stuff down in, so I've had to get another one.
Some names of what?
Just like the dwarfen stuff that
So
we've
there's
come
been
across.
there's been no introductions yet. So
Okay.
We don't really know the name of the dwarf, but the dwarf was essentially saying, no trespassing, get out of here. And if I remember right, a very high roll from Tyrion's persuasion check, which was like 29 or some bullshit, essentially led the dwarf.
Oh, it was 19. It was myself, I think.
I thought it was
looking at the.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He stepped out essentially with a meteor cannon in tow, pointed at you all like, okay, you guys got me out here. Now let's talk. And I think you had persuaded him down from being completely antagonistic and was more just like holding it in your general direction and not really like, a threatening, Mexican standoff sort of
Lowered
gesture.
very slightly.
But we ended it just when someone had spoken to him from behind, and that he was talking to somebody inside, and I think that's kind of where we ended it. So names, we have Aura, the guildmaster from town. That was the guildmaster of Sunfire Trading. I don't know if you guys didn't ask the Knoll his name before you killed him in cold blood. How dare you?
Oh.
Killed him in cold-blooded self-defense.
Self-defense, yes.
Cold-blooded self-defense, yes.
I feared for my life.
It's coming right for us. I think that's like a season 1 or 2 South Park reference. I don't even know how long ago that was.
So anyway,
Any
Mr.
other
Dwarven Shotgun Man.
which I don't know how they keep turning out to be angry dwarves. I'm sorry. I will eventually, maybe I just
They're just an angry people, okay?
they're strict.
You can't blame them. It's in their blood, really. It's just more of a short people thing than anything, you know? All of those short races, they just... No, I'm sorry. This isn't an official comment. Please don't ban me on Twitch.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm good.
The short people racism is powerful in Dungeons and Dragons.
So anyway, yes, standing at roughly shotgunning range. You said there was a lead-in, or are we just...
Oh yeah, I was exactly. If there weren't any more questions, then I'll get the lead in
Gotcha.
kind of setting the scene here. Okay. As you all stand before the small, simple cottage, the tension in the air is palpable. The wraparound porch of the cottage provides a vantage point for the dwarf, who stands firmly on the front porch landing. His eyes, sharp and assessing, are locked onto Tyrion, who has taken the lead in this precarious conversation. The atmosphere is charged with unease. The dwarf's stance is unwavering, his hands gripping a large meteor cannon, its barrel aimed in your general direction, but not directly at you, Tyrion. The seriousness of the situation is underscored by the presence of a dead gnoll at the entrance to the clearing, a stark warning to any others who might dare approach. Around you, the tropical forest hums with the sounds of nature, a contrast to the standoff on the porch. Your group is scattered strategically in front of the house, each member acutely aware of the potential danger, Sir Varric's own firearm raised in response. The dwarf's cautious gaze sweeps over each of you, evaluating your intentions, his fingers steady near the trigger of his formidable weapon. In this moment of tension, words are chosen carefully, every gesture calculated.
Right.
So as this unnamed dwarf, I really don't remember where we ended it. He's discussing something with someone behind him in the door. You guys don't see anybody. He turns around and yells back at you all. You guys with the pirates?
As he just turns to the group again, goes, Nope.
No.
As I have completely forgotten that, how long does disguise last?
How long does disguise last?
Disguise self?
Oh, I don't know. What are you? I don't even remember you changing your thing. What are you dressed up as?
Oh, okay, never mind. I had used disguise self to mimic the pirate jacket, but it only lasts for an hour, so it's. I remember us traveling for
Oh,
like
yeah.
3.
1.5. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
you don't look like the
Okay.
pirate, but still, he's not taking any chances.
Yeah, no, that would have been a much more quick no, as he does not have the pirate jacket on.
I don't know if he would have actually talked to you guys if you still looked like that. But
Yeah, I would be much more understanding of shotgun and face. But anyway, now that he's kind of lowered the gun, you see Tyrion like physically waft air into his face for a second, and then deep breath out and just wave it out of himself to physically clear the air. Just all right. I believe we've gotten off on the wrong foot. You seem like an upstanding gentleman. I mean, I see that guy over there referring to the knoll.
is that a short joke?
Tyrion?
Upstanding.
I see
Never
Boss
mind.
with like his hand on his chest as he's mid-speech. He's like, "What?"
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's no problem. But I'm Tyrion. These are my friends. This is Safarik, Naiades, Facile, and Sen. We're looking into the no problem. With a thumb over
Ladies
to
wave
the
slightly
corpse.
with her hands still up, with nothing in them.
Naiades, you Naiades. Check something. I'm sorry, guys. There it is. Yeah, Naiades, you get a strange look crosses his face when Tyrion is introducing you all. Like his eyes sort of like squint a little bit as as you all are introduced.
Can I gauge this guy's reaction to just like calmly approach now?
Yeah, sure. Roll an insight check.
Sure. Is it? Let's see. Here, insight. That's 12
Total?
altogether. Yeah, I rolled 9.
With a 12, you get you see him you see the same thing that Naiades saw, kind of a change in his facial expression for just a moment when you guys were being introduced. You're not sure if he was, trying to put faces to names, or if it was recognition, or you don't really know what it was, but you see his demeanor on his face slightly change at that. Now,
Gotcha.
Is it a relax, or is it still one of suspicion? Or
it is still 100% suspicion. That
Okay.
has not changed. Just it was just a slightly different change in his kind of stoic demeanor that he did have. Sorry, what else were you looking for? You said you were trying to gauge.
No, it was more of a gauge of reaction to just hands up. Hey, we're chill. Are you chill?
He seems open to whatever you're putting down at the moment.
Craven his name. Aura, that's right. Yeah.
Can Naiades ask, say, since they've had issues with the pirates and the gnolls previously in the town, if anybody needs any aid or healing?
Well, I appreciate the offer. We're good here on that front.
Is he being truthful about that?
Roll an insight check.
Got you. That's a little better. That's a 14. It's not much better, but it's better.
He does
I'll say
seem.
I could try as well.
Go ahead and roll for you too.
Because it's like with what
You
we've
asked.
just gone through, it's kind of crazy. So
Yeah, that was crazy for people of our level.
yeah. 27.
27. Okay. You get a feeling of compassion from this guy, that while he does appreciate the offer, and that does mean, it does seem like it means a lot to him. He does feel, while he is very matter of fact, and it does seem like he's very matter of fact in his face, he was not doing anything to really hide the truthfulness of his response. That while he does appreciate the thought, nobody needs immediate or
Okay.
I really hate to be a bother, but I must be completely honest with you. When we were pointed in your direction, we were just told hermit. I really hate to keep calling people that, but it'd be nice to put a name to the face if you don't mind.
And you're not with the pirates.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, before we make introductions, why are you here?
Because I was dragged out to the forest by a bunch of crazy people to go look for survivors of a shipwreck. Nuh-uh.
We're looking to.
No, just looking for the people from the
Ladies
town.
looks at the others like looking to rescue someone.
Roll a persuasion check. Either each of you separately or one of you with advantage.
I'd say I'd piped in after Naiades, so go with advantage.
Okay.
You don't want the bard to do it? Come on.
Perception or persuasion? Sorry.
Persuasion.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. Oh, big 11.
With advantage. So roll it again.
Oh. Even better, it's a 4.
It'd be like that sometimes.
That's okay.
The effects of going specific with it. It'd be like that sometimes.
You see him give you all kind of a shrewd look over, and like as he looks around, Vasil, he looks at you kind of strangely for a moment, while he looks over all of you, and he puts his meteor cannon not down, but more of in a relaxed, I'm holding this just because I have nowhere else to put it sort of stance, but he doesn't want to let go of it. And he says, the name's Brondar. Brondar. Brondar.
Is he still like maintaining eye contact with Vasile as he says that, or does he go back to talking to?
No, he goes back and looking at the two of you who are the faces of this conversation. He just may have like stopped in your direction a little longer than everybody else.
Vasile just kind of gives like an awkward like glance away for a second and shoulders his rifle back like over his shoulder. Like he slings it back over his shoulder.
So you're not with the pirates. You're looking for what? Survivors?
This is one of the names that disappeared in my book when I lost it.
You guys had never known this name, so.
The guy we're rescuing?
No, you guys are just looking for survivors in general. Just looking.
Yeah, we weren't looking for him specifically here.
Oh, okay.
But we were looking for people that might know if he was, So. I mean, yeah, we're looking for survivors. Maybe not the smartest thing to do, but it is the right thing.
Why? He says back to you, very matter of fact.
You mean, as in, why is it the right thing, or why?
No, why are you looking for survivors?
Because it's the right thing just to
like,
do.
What? Why wouldn't I? Question mark. That's like the look he has on his face right now.
So,
it's just
for some quick background, you guys, not everybody is as altruistic as you are. So
yeah.
Okay.
Gary's just being oblivious right now.
Okay, and you rolled some pretty good persuasion checks before, combined with the one that you just did. Right.
I mean, as far as we know, the town's cleared out.
Oh, question. Will the staff of that one gnoll prove that we defeated him? You know, the one, the shamanistic one? To show that we are...
I don't know, are you a psychic?
Not with them. Piss kick? No, I don't know.
I mean, like, what do you... are you showing it, or what are you doing with it?
No, I mean... Okay, how about I look to... Who's next to me?
You and Tyrion.
Tyrion, most likely.
Tyrion. I kind of say, excuse me a minute, I'm just gonna... Because I've got the staff on my back. I was like, do you think if we show him this staff, it might be in our favor to show that, we defeated the gnolls?
I snaps his fingers as his face lights up. He's like, that could work.
Okay.
Who's carrying the busted skyboard?
Brondar, to show that, we mean no ill will to you or any survivors that you may be or may not be harboring. Here is proof. This staff of a gnoll, I believe it was a shaman or druid of some type, and Naedes will take it off her back and lay it on the ground in front of her, like kind of almost like an offering. So,
So when you start talking about the gnolls, he spits on the ground, like in disgust.
I get that.
Yeah, I recognize that. Looks like you guys know your way around a sword. Or, as he's looking around, he doesn't actually see a sword on any of you.
Tyrion has a sword. It's at his left.
Varg has a rapier.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
no,
right.
it's at his right because Tyrion is left-handed. I forgot.
Sorry, I forgot. Seems like you guys know your way around a sword. I'm sure we can talk.
I like to think so.
I
Thank you.
apologize for my abruptness, but you can never be too careful out here.
Agreed.
Looking back
Oh.
at the knoll for
No
a second.
harm done. No,
Well.
no harm done.
And you see him just sort of like
Well,
kick
Is it
up
okay
the,
if I pick up the staff now?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Come on in. I won't be rude to you folks any longer. Come on in. And you see him like kick up that meteor cannon in like with his foot as he kicks
Did
it
Varg
up
have
and
something to
props
add?
it over his shoulder. Yeah. No. And he turns his back on you all and walks inside. Like this is just another Tuesday for him. I don't even know if it's Tuesday or not, but
Fair enough. We just marched into the forest. That's what I mean.
it's Tuesday now.
Real, recognize real, bro.
Nighty picks up the staff and looks to Tyrion and kind of over her shoulder, and she follows the dwarf.
Tally ho.
Howdy ho.
Okay.
And here we go.
So as you all step inside the hermit's cottage, Brondar's cottage, you see a burned out fireplace there on one of the walls. But the room is sparsely furnished, but well kept, with a sturdy table and chair set against one wall and a well-used rug underfoot. But your eyes are immediately drawn to an expansive, detailed map of Ascenzar on the opposite wall. Intricately annotated, it seems to tell a story of its own. In the corner of the map, a striking crest catches your all attention. A black anvil superimposed on a silver shield, surrounded by two crossed hammers. Tucked away in a corner of the room, you notice a human teenage boy. Probably 16 or 17. His eyes wary but curious, a short bow across his back, and wearing various furs and leathers. But he looks at you all with excitement and curiosity as you all walk in. And as you all walk in, Brondar, in turn, reaches out and shakes your guys' hand and introduces himself politely. Do you guys all take his hand as he shakes it?
Well met.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zen does not. She backs away.
Okay. No harm?
She does it. She tries to do, not this sure approach. She just takes a few steps back,
She's racist.
Okay. Vasile?
I had said yes. I don't know if it picked it up or not.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. So,
He has
Vasile...
like an awkward, like clammy kind of. He's limp wristing this one.
Well, as you reach out to shake your
dead
hand...
fish grip.
As you reach out to shake his hand, Brondar instead changes it to a fist and punches you really hard in the gut. Roll, or does a... Oh, he rolled a nat 20.
Bring it!
And he
He just
hits you...
sucker punched.
He sucker punches you in the solar
He just
plexus
rocked it.
so hard. But at the same time, he goes, "We're good. We're good," as he says to all of you. And as he pulls you up, as after he does that, he pulls you up as you're kind of like heaving for breath there, and he kind of hits your back.
It's like sucking air.
Right. He goes, "That's for Ingvar, my friend, as I'm duty bound to do. But we're good."
For the who?
Do you know what I'm
Is
talking
this a
about,
familiar name?
Vasil?
I feel like I should. Hang on.
Check your
It's been a minute.
backstory.
It's been a minute.
Maybe there's a certain dwarf that may be out to get you by the name of Ingvar.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We got this.
And as he says that, the crest that's on the wall, as you didn't really get a chance to see that because he kind of hit you on your way in, that is the Rogstad crest.
Yeah, no. If Vasil could, like physically could, he would be going deathly pale.
But he helps you up. He's all smiles. He apologizes. He just says, "I'm duty bound." He said, "That's for Ingvar. I'm duty bound to, as I'm duty bound to do." He says,
Understandable. He's like awkwardly like scratching at the back of his head.
"There's
He
not that
looks
many.
confused.
There's not that many Dragonborn with a whip at their side named Vasil.
As you just hear in your head, Vasil, I'm so sorry.
In the future, I would keep that whip hidden a bit better."
And he like absently flips his coat over his hip.
But we'll get to that here in a moment. Once again, I'm sorry. Ingvar's my brother, and Juno.
Давай. Yeah. That checks.
What, please? You were in welcome company here. I don't know why I'm going like slightly Russian. There's no Russian there. Probably because of you. But
Oh, definitely.
no, there's
It's spreading.
It's contagious.
Dragonborn
It's
are
for
super
you and
spreaders.
Mother
Everybody
Russia.
knows this.
Suke Black. Welcome. Come. I don't have seats for everybody, but Tip. This is. I guess they're looking for you. So he referenced the name Tip, the human adolescent boy. So,
I
are
guess
you
we'll
guys
have
here
everyone-
for?
Yeah.
For what?
Sorry, that name is again Tip? Like T-I-P?
THIP, but pronounced Tip. Yeah.
No, there we go. Cool. Very cool. Ah, and you're from... I am so sorry I blanked on that name.
Verdant
Town.
Hollow.
Place. Yes, Verdant Hollow.
And
You're from Verdant Hollow?
you see
I see.
he's super nervous at this point, kind of like if there was anywhere else in this cottage to go, he would really want to be somewhere else, but you see him kind of get the courage and say, yeah, I'm from Verdant's Hollow. I you you're I saw what happened. Um, they have my parents.
They have them?
Yeah, the pirates, the people that came.
Yeah, yes. If you don't mind, physical description? As he's now slowly taking out the info notebook on pirate stuff.
Well, I was out hunting, and I had come back after I guess the original attack, but I saw a bunch of the pirates standing around, leading everybody from the town into their ships. They all wore these black jackets.
Something like this. And the like half bloodied black jacket that we'd picked up out of the death loot house.
Yes, exactly that.
Right.
They were all wearing those as they herded everybody into their ships. There must have been 12 or 14 of them in the skies. And there was a gigantic one. A dreadnought is what what's the first guy's name? I remember his last name. I don't. Anyway,
Eldon?
like Eldon Firth. Yes, like Eldon says, it was gigantic.
Did you
Well,
see?
okay.
Did you see Mr. Firth among them at all?
I didn't. I saw my parents, but they were already loading them up when I came by. Like I said, I was out hunting in the morning, and I only saw the rest of the town be loaded up.
As you see, Tyrion is kind of like, is the boy sitting or is he upstanding with us?
He's standing and being kind of like animated with his hands. Like,
Yeah.
there was a lot of nervousness, but as he's kind of getting into, hey, you guys aren't dangerous, and or at least not to him. He's being a bit more forthcoming and
Yeah.
animated about it.
As Tyrion is like by no means pushing this guy for information. Like, it's his personal belief that it would come better naturally than it would if he were pushed for the information. But of course, if he needs the information, he'll ask if it's not provided already. But as far as we know, there's been like 12, 14 other ships besides the Dreadnought. Everybody in town was loaded up. Firth was very likely already loaded up.
Mm-hmm. That's the
And-
gist that you're getting.
Yeah. And sorry, if it's not too much trouble, well, I'll take a look and do my best to find your parents. What exactly do they look like?
He'll give you a description of his parents. I don't have anything written here, but he'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah,
a description.
yeah.
Of his
By no
parents.
means, I don't need.
He's
super
very
in-depth.
forthcoming and is super excited that that he's getting some help. Brondar jumps in at this moment and says, I'm taking care of him here till either we can retrieve the townspeople, or even just to give him a place here. I'll take care of him.
It would likely be for the best, and it's greatly appreciated. I don't think there's very much left in that town. Sorry.
And as you say that, the color drains a little bit from Tip's face.
It's
What do you mean? They destroyed everything?
no, it's there. It's But I'm sorry, it's empty. We're looking into this. It's part of our mission at the moment.
To get back
Sadly, it's been ransacked.
yeah. But you're here to find our town and get our town back.
We'll do our best.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have the camera on. My bad. Nod.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Brondar. And I'll just stay here with Brondar. If you need us, but I'm not going to go back into town by myself.
A wise decision for now. Did anybody else have any questions? I mean, I hate to be a bother, but we could use all the information we can get.
You see which direction they went off in?
Oh yes. After they loaded everybody up, they went south, almost directly south. Yeah.
Did you catch any word of where they might be going?
I didn't want to get all that close. I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, don't apologize. I was just curious. That's quite all right.
I mean, the only thing south of here are, I guess, the Shreet Islands and water.
You seem to be
I gotta
forgetting
look
about
at the
what's
map.
above the land and above the water. They could be anywhere. They are sky pirates.
You're right. But the Fangs seem like an easy place to hide.
Does that
Sorry.
ring a bell?
I don't know about you, Varric, but anybody who's familiar with the go ahead and roll some history checks for me.
Yeah.
Or you can ask him what that is too. He'll tell you.
I'm from around here, but evidently not because I rolled a 2. That's gonna be a 12, boss.
A 12 is certainly enough. For major geography, a 12 is enough. So the Fangs are a collection of islands on the south western edge of the continent of Shreet that are known for the jaggedness of the rocks and steep cliffs as they reach the shore. So they're not very habitable, but they are known for allowing a lot of places to hide and different criminal enterprises in that area.
Tip. What's your last name? Your house name?
Uh, Hue. Huay. Hue.
And your parents? Their names?
Is it Lewis?
Let me get those over to you guys. I did not write their names down for some reason. I don't know why. I wouldn't think that you guys would ask me that. Of course you would ask me that.
Nope, I'll just leave a space in my notes for it.
Yeah.
Come back to it. Well, I can't make any promises, but I will look for them. We will look for them.
And you get
Well,
enough
that's better than I had 5 minutes ago, so I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. He gets a little emotional.
No.
As Vark like awkwardly like, oh okay. Not good with crying children.
Naiades kind of rests her hand on her shoulder. His shoulder, sorry. It will be all right.
I appreciate all of this. I would hate to be the lone survivor of of Vernon's Hollow.
Vark is resisting the urge to ask him why.
I mean,
Not going to. Nope.
Well, before he started tearing up, I was going to ask, do you know why they would take the town? Or they're like trying to, I don't know, fill up mines or flesh trade or something? I
Well,
don't know. But
I mean,
I'm not going
we've
to ask that
already-
now because he's tearing.
Are
And
you
we had
asking
already
him that?
kind of. No, sorry.
Did I miss it?
No, I mean, you guys have your own thoughts about why, but are you asking him if he has any reason, or if he knows anything?
That was out of character. I was
I'm
just
sorry.
thinking out loud.
Oh, okay.
That was all.
Well, he doesn't offer anything in particular, unless you ask him specifically.
Varg's gonna try to like lean in a bit close. How far away is his name? Brondar. Like is he like right there?
He's standing near him as he's not letting him be off on his own. So there is he's not necessarily like blocking, protectively, but he's close enough to where he's not standing on his own.
Is he looking right at us?
Rondar is, yeah, he's very interested in all of this.
Okay, so Vark will just take a quick glance at him and back to Tip. Things here been all right?
Are you asking Tip or Brondar?
Tip.
Oh yes. Mr. Brondar here is very welcoming to the townspeople. He lives. I mean, I'm sorry to speak of your business, but he lives out here of his own accord, not because he hates people, of course. And then Brondar says in response, he kind of like huffs and says you, but it just leaves it at that.
I know some people like that.
You don't get any animosity or anything besides a sort of camaraderie between them. You don't get anything else besides that.
So how's Vasil's disposition at this point?
Besides a sore solar plexus.
He's honestly been trying to like distance himself of as much as he can from the dwarf. Like he's taking a squat, he's visibly relaxed just off a quick glance of him. So
I don't remember the name of the continent off the top of my head. The one Varg's from. So I want to say there was a dwarf like settlement within the mountains in the Gulf.
Lozandar?
Yeah. I believe so. There we go. So like would Varric, he's not like super familiar with dwarven culture, but like was the whole punching thing Does he know what that's about at all?
You would know that dwarven clans are very close knit, and that there are rules in those clans about how um, certain issues are met out, right? And when he says he is duty bound, that to punch him, right? That
Yeah.
he's referring to something in his clan. You don't really know
Okay.
the specifics beyond that. When that very specific word duty bound, that there's something in his clan that required him to punch him or mete out some sort of consequence, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, Vasil, have you talked a bit with your background, with your with Varric, or
I would say even with Varric, he has not.
Yeah.
Like even when they were like living air quotes together in like
Just-
the Zandarian belt, Basile would have kept his past largely kept close to the chest.
yeah, I always figured it was just like talking shop and stuff. Like the interactions between them.
Yeah.
yeah. So you don't have any idea what this is about, except for something to do with
Dwarven culture.
dwarven culture and his clan.
It's always
Cool.
different culture.
And what it has to pertain to with Vasile.
And nobody else recognized that symbol on the map? The black anvil?
Anybody from a Censar who has spent any time in a Censar can go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Is that the northern continent?
That's the northern continent, yeah.
So Varric's gone there on expeditions. Although, like, I'm gonna roll as a disadvantage because he's hardly been there.
It would be fair for Sen, since she's been all over the place as a navigator and trying to research her stuff.
Sure.
18.
18. Okay.
I got 14.
18. Okay. So Sen, you don't recognize it, but Varric, you vaguely remember or recognize it as a dwarven clan that runs a town or a city called Fern, Furn. And not really that runs the town, but more is just a strong trading partner.
On the up
where-
and up?
As far as you know, that is the front that you've dealt with, yes, on the up and up.
Like they're reputable? As far as the common word goes, like the gossip
As far
word?
as far as you know, they are reputable, yes. They are known as the Rogstads. Rogstad. Rogstad. And as you guys look at this map that's on the wall, that's huge. It's probably what 7 feet wide and like 4 feet tall. Like it's a huge map of this continent. You guys see all sorts of trails and different annotations in Dwarven. Do any of you speak Dwarven?
Vasile does.
I was gonna say, I believe
So does,
I do.
so does Varric.
Okay. So
Oh no,
you
I
guys,
don't. Never mind.
you guys see that there's a lot of annotations in Dwarven for different references to landmarks and different like expeditions, and there's also some shorthand, some like Dwarven shorthand that it seems like you should be able to read it, but it feels just shorthanded in a way that that doesn't seem to make sense in some places, but
Shorthand that only makes sense to the writer.
exactly. But it is written in the Dwarven script, or at least a
Okay.
shorthand version of the Dwarven script. But it seems that this guy specifically has either himself been to all of these places into like the intricacies, right, of this continent, or he has taken this map from someone else. But anyway, that's what you guys get for.
Well, at the risk of any more of us getting sucker punched, I think we best be off.
I mean you all no harm. That was between me and Vasil here, my good friend. Right, we're friends.
Just out of curiosity, what time of day is it currently?
Like midday, isn't it?
You guys got to the town around what 10 or 11 in the morning, and you guys fought a bit, looked around a little bit, and then traveled for a little bit. So probably 3 in the afternoonish.
Sounds about right.
Okay, to have a bit of a, I don't know, a cup of tea and a break maybe, and get some bits back.
Well, and as you guys like make to like, oh, okay, well, you know, we've worn out our welcome and start to leave. You know, Brondar will stand up pretty quickly and just say, I hope you guys aren't looking to head out in your what's the word?
Condition.
Condition. Thank you. Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck. In your condition,
Brain fart.
you guys are just gonna to call the crowhounds right down on you. Please stay.
I'm sorry? The what?
The crowhounds, he says.
Oh. I assume that is a term for Knoll.
It's well, did you guys ask him? Or hold on.
I mean, would I know
Do we
this,
know
or
what
was
that
this-
is?
And I'll ask, what's
The
a
whole-
crowhound? Because she lives a sheltered life, so
He will tell you. And some of you may know, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to say the same thing. The crowhounds are large, dire wolf-like creatures that live around these parts. They follow the scent of blood. So you all looking in your situation or your condition, I'm surprised they didn't ambush you on the way here, but it would behoove me if I let you leave in this condition. So please, rest up here before you go. I need to talk to Vasil here anyway about, some things.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing?
No,
There is
you guys.
visible
No,
Can I
these are
roll
all.
it?
So no, go ahead. Roll insight.
Seal
Roll
goes
insight.
missing in the night.
No.
Yeah, Varric will
The
definitely.
seal is just gone, bro.
Roll insight, please.
And a new character.
This is his cousin.
This is his cousin,
18
Vaseline.
for Vasile.
It's your fault for giving me daggers, guys. That's all I'm
Hey.
saying.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yes.
18?
I am enjoying this. Yes.
Anybody else? We have 18-8.
What are we doing?
Insight to see what Brondar really
Yeah,
means
sorry.
by talking to Vasil.
10, bro.
Oh, good 16.
16. Okay, so Vasil and Naides, you get the feeling that there's no ill intention in his words. Like he did what he had to do to be able to say that he did it, and that he really is opening his he really opened his home to you all, and he does want to discuss something of the non-nefarious persuasion with Vasil.
All right, you fellas, have a good time.
This produces the exact opposite desired effect for Vasile. He is only panicking more internally.
And
I'll
like,
keep
But
an
do
he
eye
we
on
get
still
Chet
gets
that?
while
up.
you guys catch up.
Can we tell?
Yeah, like, did we get that vibe from Vasile?
Should I try a deception check for that? As
Sure.
he's like
If you guys
visibly
want
trying to hide that.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Ooh,
Insight.
Deception of 17.
Watch this.
And is procession to beat
I
it,
won't
or
count that one
It's
because my arm stopped it.
it's
It was a
insight.
good roll, but
Go and roll
okay.
insight.
nope, you fooled him. 13.
You full said 9.
It was a 17?
Yeah.
18 minus 1.
Ah, you met it, so you get that he's covering
Sir.
up a bit.
So Varric will get your attention to like lock eyes, or like is Vasily even looking up?
No, he's got it. He's mostly got his focus trained on the dwarf, as he's getting himself back up from squatting.
Varric will try to make like eye contact or get his attention to lock eyes and just give him a look that when we would, test prototypes, you sometimes can't always audibly hear because it was long distances, so we had that look of go. That's the look he's given you if you lock eyes with them.
I would say he'd. Hmm.
And by go, I mean like go time, not leave.
He would give that kind of like subtle no gesture. That like that gesture where like you use both hands and you're like patting down something. That kind of gesture.
So, I mean, what do you think, Vasile? Should we rest up here?
Let's take a load off. We'll just be a second.
Right.
Well, I've got some comfortable couches here, and uh, I have some stew on that wasn't going to be ready here for a little bit, but I'll have some food for you guys shortly if you want to take a load off. I've got some vegetables in the back in my own little garden.
Naiades offers to help. Oh no, I can't because it's arresting, isn't it? You can't really do anything, can you, if you're arrested?
I mean, you can't exert yourself, right? But if you're short resting, then I'm not going to say like helping
You have to
around the
sit and stare at the
cottage is-
wall.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, well, whatever. Naiades did offer a hand in some sort to keep herself busy but not exert herself.
Kieran is just poring over his notes.
So, are we taking a short rest while Vasile and
Mr. Rogstad.
Brondar are talking?
Kieran's dense ass doesn't realize that we're supposed to leave, so, I mean, if you say something, he's good to go.
Okay. So, you guys all make yourself comfortable, and Brondar's going to come over and... Are you sitting down, Vasile?
No, he's gotten up so that we could probably go to like another room or something.
This is a pretty sparsely furnished cottage. So
I was
there's...
gonna say, is it a single room?
Okay, then
So
we'll shack up in a corner.
It's a single room, but he does have a basement. Because you guys did like walk up, like there's like steps up to
Oh,
the
okay.
wraparound porch. So he does have somewhere underneath, but he doesn't lead you there. He doesn't seem
Come down to the
secret.
basement.
Come to the basement. No. He doesn't seem like he's trying to hide anything either. Like it doesn't seem very secretive.
It
He
puts
just
the
wants
lotion on the skin, or else it will get punched again. Sorry.
No, but he'll come up to you, Vasil, and once again, he'll say, Vasil, I'm sorry for that. Really, I knew there was a
No,
black
no, it's
dragonborn uh, who had stabbed my brother that had taken something from him. So you know
is
how it is.
that is understandable. I will not justify my choices, but
Oh no, my brother's
what
a
is done, what is
douchebag.
done.
He had it coming. Whatever you did. Like I said, I was duty bound. I had to, but water under the bridge. I hope.
Yeah, we stay cool. And he like places a friendly hand on Mr. Rogstad's shoulder.
So let's say there's a bounty on your head. Let's just pretend if there's a as he looks around at you all and like not really getting or he gets the feeling right that maybe everybody's not all up to speed on what's going on here. Let's say there's a bounty on your head. I might be able to do something about that. Are you interested?
Is this from the dwarven city with the big seal on it? Is this something pertaining to that?
It is
No.
not.
No.
Oh,
Different city. And he's not being very loud about this, but it is a one room sort of cottage here.
I am listening,
Can I see what he's saying?
and his expression has changed from like hidden worry to kind of a morbid curiosity.
Who's
Go ahead
facing
and
which way?
roll perception, Tyrion. How close are you getting?
I
Are you-
mean, I have the super duper cool observant feat.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Roll perception. It's going to be pretty easy for you, though.
Okay. Super duper cool dragon.
Will depend on how interested you are in this map
Yes.
on the wall.
Oh, come on. Well, you know, we're doing great. It's a 3.
Are you perceiving?
Oh wait, no, wait. Did you say it was advantage or no? That's just a regular check.
No, it's just a regular check, but 3
Okay.
total, really?
No, I rolled a 3 and I have a +3, so yeah, that's a 6, bro.
I mean, you're getting some of it. I mean, unless you're kind of next to them, right? They are kind of speaking in hushed tones. And
I'll just post
especially
the observant feed here.
because
Yeah, like I think what Chris was getting at.
you can read
So you
lips,
can-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you understand what he is saying, but I guess you can understand them both. Sure, you get all this going down.
If he just sees the word bounty, he just stops for a second. Just like,
Okay, so you said you're interested. So what he
He's
says,
listening.
sorry.
Yeah.
so our mutual friend Ingvar, and you sense some poison in his voice when he says our mutual friend Ingvar. You don't get a lot of love between them. He says Ingvar has sullied the Rogstad name. And I would feel like I would feel better if he did not have our history all to himself. He has an axe that I want back. If you're up to stealing from him again.
Tyrion, as you're between reading this man and Vasil, you see there's that loot goblin glint in Vasil's eye now that he's very clearly now seen from, between the spoons and forks and all that
As
from
he's just
earlier
like,
today.
as he's just watching Vasil's face from like the reflection of the window.
Where is his new establishment? Is it still in Fern?
As far as I know, it's still in Fern, yes. I may or may not be in possession of uh of a keystone that should get you into his private stash, which is where I expect him to be keeping this axe. Now, this is all up to you. If you bring it back, then we have business. If not, then I never saw you. Like I said, my brother has it coming.
Without a word, Vasil just extends a hand toward him.
Right. Well, then let me say this. I expect two things out of his personal hoard. The axe we call Frostbite. You'll know it when you see it. It has our clan's lineage and history engraved on its hilt and blade. I also want our tapestry. It will be hard to miss. It is a large tapestry that also contains the Rogstad history before my brother has tarnished our name. Anything else you find? It's yours. I just want those two.
It will be done. It may not be soon, but it will be done.
It has been years since I've been here. I have no rush. And if you have to stab my brother again, I mean, I might have to punch you again. But like I said, water under the bridge, duty and all that.
That is understandable. We are in agreement, yay.
And like he'll slap you on the back like really hard, but like in a friendly way.
Yeah.
Ha! Perfect. Well, it is lucky for me. It is lucky. I don't know why I'm going Russian. It's lucky that you ended up on my doorstep today. Tip gets maybe to see his family again, and we get some history to be figured out. And Tyrion, like, you get all of this, but he, like, before all of that, he was very hush hush, but he's now saying this very out loud for everybody kind of around it to hear.
We cool.
We homeboys.
We boys.
We
We
friends.
friends. We boyfriends.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Too far. Go back.
Back it up.
And then at that, the dwarf is very hospitable and is looking to fill your cups with something to drink, or get you guys some food or whatever. As you guys, are you doing a short rest or are you staying long rest? What are you guys doing?
Let me check something real quick.
Because it is
I
like
use-
3 or 4 in the afternoon, right?
Yeah. Give me just a sec.
I think I used
Is-
quite a lot of spells, but
Is
but
the
we have
roast
a long
thorn?
rest on the thing.
I was gonna say, how far are we from town?
You're about
Slash
an hour and a half out of town.
And the roast thorn is in town.
Yes.
If we had to guess mileage, how
I don't know, probably 12 or 13 miles.
Because we'll be back on the tank thing, won't we?
Okay. Yeah, I just had my pendant of calling, which works within 5 miles. So I was
Oh. Yeah,
I
about
was
an
like,
hour
hey,
and
I
a
can
half.
just call back to the but I'd probably make it a short rest.
Yeah, you're a little out of
Just so the
range of that.
captain's not like, dang, they're dead. I'm leaving. Free ship. Not that I don't trust Lawrence, but
Hey, and
Well-
Johnny.
I mean, while I appreciate the offer, I personally like to rest somewhere I'm more comfortable. Not that I speak for everyone else. And Varg now talking to his group. Thoughts?
mechanically speaking, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean there isn't much that Vasil's gonna get out of a short rest.
Yeah.
But it is a welcome
Hmm.
course of action.
Sen? Night?
Yeah, wouldn't get much out of a short rest either, but HP regen is HP regen.
I mean,
You right.
I guess politely stay for a cup of something and then say, okay, best head off kind of thing.
Stay for a bit, eh?
Cup of tea.
I'm down for that. Even if it's not like short rest.
Can't be rude, he opened his house to us.
As he just brings out like a thing of cookies. Well, I don't want to be rude,
I mean, he does
Cookie
have
making
some
tree.
dwarven pastries which are very like dense and more of the hard tack biscuit variety of of pastries.
Meant for the dwarves that have like full iron teeth.
Exactly it. Yes. Little too much flour in these guys.
Good secondhand weapon.
Okay, well, you guys all get your short rest as you guys are resting up here. So go ahead and mark that off.
For Vasil, instead of taking a short rest, could he cast Find Familiar again?
Yeah, sure.
It's an hour cast.
Yeah.
Cool. As now he has an owl. Just a plain old. Well, it's not a plain old owl. It's a fiend owl. So it is an owl that appears to be on fire, but is not.
Okay. Okay, let's also take this moment to go do some bio breaks and relax for 5 minutes. You guys okay with that?
Cool. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
5 minutes. It is 10:35 my time. I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. I'm here, but I realize I want to get a snack, so I need another 1 minute.
Go for it.
Okay, everybody back?
I think Brandon needed a minute. There was some trouble with his dog.
Okay.
Whoopee. I really like the new job. Only part that sucks is I have to be up at 5:30 every day.
Reminder, we're still recording, so...
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry,
Oh.
viewers.
I don't mind if you tell everybody about your job, but, you know, we're on the internet now, so...
Yeah.
People are weird here.
Dude, people on the internet are fucking weird. Hopefully there's no one in our chat being like, I'm not weird! What do you mean?
Your
Cat's been
mom's weird.
quiet.
I have been quiet.
You know
Also, I
who
didn't realize that
else?
we were up to 15 followers on the account.
Yo!
Oh shit, we are? I
Hell
probably
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention to that.
Granted, like 10 of those are probably bots, but you know, it's a nice
I mean,
thought.
if bots care about me, I'm okay with that.
I mean, it gets us interaction, right?
Hell yeah.
Boosts the numbers.
I mean, there isn't any interaction today, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Good.
Ooh, I wonder here. me look at analytics.
But yeah, about I don't really
Let's
care
see what
about anybody
analytics
knowing.
we have.
I know where you work, bitch. Me too.
See you there, buddy.
Milestones. Build a community. That's what I'm trying. Reach 50 followers.
Ah.
Get 5 people
Invite
chatting at the same
everybody.
time. Oh no. Wait, no, I already
Yo, we
have.
can do that. There's 5 of us.
No, I have 6 out of 5, so it's already been done. I guess I'm just
Yo.
waiting for 50 followers.
Where was you when my post had 5 interactions? Making 5 accounts, bro.
Achievement progress. New day, new stream. Stream for 25 hours in the last 30 days. Ooh.
Oof.
I don't know if we'll do that. Maybe I'll have
We'll
to have
just keep the
some.
stream running before after we've already done everything.
Well, I mean,
Or
that would be
mi-
like what, 4 or 5 hour sessions, right? For 20 hours.
Yeah, but we haven't been doing 5 hours.
True.
I mean, I could always do like Baldur's Gate streams, or I don't know. Maybe we could do that. We could do once everybody has crossplay turned on. We could do some Baldur's Gate
Yes.
streams.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
when are we
fun.
getting crossplay, bro?
When are we getting crossplay, Larian?
Here, crossplay BG3 crossplay. What is up with this motion? What does Game Rand have to say? Yes, I know currently crossplay is not available. However, Larian Studios has previously stated that implementing crossplay is a priority. Okay. So I don't know. But whenever they get that set up, we'll definitely do some Baldur's Gate streams.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I want to lean into like the video gameness. I want to kind of stay on the RPG side of things, but I don't
That'll
know
be
if
fun. Like, we all have to stay in character while we're playing.
Got a lot of my night.
but then
Oh
I
my
don't have to
god,
be
they've
the
got
DM.
rabbit people. Sorry, I was looking at arcane minis.
Oh, they don't call them
I'm back.
Parang guns. What do they call them? Oh my god, you think I would know this off the top of my head?
Puppy. Is Puppy okay?
She ripped one of her nails off.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yeah.
How'd she do that?
Probably hearing my dad get home and just jerked up, her nail got caught in the carpet.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, bloody dew claws always get in the way.
That's what it was. So I got it wrapped up, and she's in here because I don't trust her to leave it alone.
Whorls. They're called whorls.
Yeah,
90s.
just, yeah, really cute little rabbit people. I like these better than the other miniatures that you see. They don't look so short and dumpy.
I like everything that Arcane Minis puts out, from the miniatures and the airships, and I do have to work a little bit with the stat blocks of the enemies and such. It seems kind of hit or miss depending on what we're doing. But the artist, the art that they do, and the 3D miniatures that they do are always top notch, and I love everything.
Dude, the art has been phenomenal so far.
Yeah, I love linking the stuff that attacks you guys. If I have the art for it, I love sharing it.
Like, I don't think there's been a single miss so far.
The guy who does it, or the main guy who does it, his name is Wallach, Wollock, Wallach, and
Ooh.
he's their main art guy that does mostly everything. the cover arts and stuff, they get farmed out to somebody else. I think they have two main guys, Wallach and the other guy. But it's always great. Always knock it out of the park for everything that they have between the NPCs and the sort of scenes. Like the Knoll attack scenes or the Sky Shark attack scenes or whatever. So Wallach does mostly the NPC art, so like the undead Sky Shark or the Knoll Shaman or whatever. Almost all of that's done by Wallach.
Cool.
There's this whole other Patreon that they do called BBEG, Big Bad Evil Guy, and they release different boss guys every month with like the boss guy and then the vassals, like the different minions that they have, and like different magic items that they send with them and everything. They're all really cool. I'm actually behind because I'm supposed to be converting their next BBEG for tomorrow, but I know that's not going to happen because it's
You have an hour and 8 minutes. Go.
Yeah, no, that's going to be done sometime tomorrow. They haven't even released the monthly release to me yet, so the normal release. I don't even know what that is. I haven't even looked. This month is Garuda, Breaker of Chains, who
Is it a bird?
I don't even know who this guy is. I don't have the PDF, so I don't have art for it yet. Anyway, doesn't matter.
God, that is adorable.
Like their first month was a Beholder, so I have a Beholder boss. The second month was a Kuthari boss. The third month was a sort of dragon, humanoid dragon sort of boss called an Ashile dragon, which is more humanoid than dragon, but not really dragonborn, not really dragon. And then I don't know what
You know,
is.
just Dragonborn sorcerer, except not.
Except not. I mean, he's like huge, so it's not like a normal humanoid type thing. I'm just reading up on. It doesn't even actually. It doesn't have a physical description. That's lame. Okay, but everybody's back, right?
Yeah.
Believe so.
Perfect.
No.
Well, the way I'm recording this now, I can't hit pause, so all of that was recorded for posterity. Anyway.
Editor.
So, we have some hard dwarven pastries that have been given out. You guys have got your long rest. You have summoned your hell spawn of an owl.
Yes.
Long rest or short rest? Sorry.
Short rest. Unless you guys are
Okay.
doing the long rest for 8 hours.
No, I think we're going to do long rest at the ship, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody roll your hit dice to restore health if you haven't already.
I hadn't.
Basil's just squatting in a corner and he's hugging his. It doesn't look fluffy, but the way it compresses kind of looks like he's holding a big overstuffed animal, like one of those squishmallows.
My kids have so many squishmallows. They are soft, though.
They are
It's like
ridiculously soft.
You
I
remember
love
the Puffalumps? I don't know if anybody remembers those. That's a 80s, 90s thing.
Oh, that sounds so familiar. I can't place it though.
I don't think I have.
I'm trying to figure out how to roll.
I gotta look this
Hit
up. This is
point.
gonna bother me. I swear I've heard of that before.
Puffalumps, yeah. I had a puffalump. I had a rabbit.
I've never seen these before.
No way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I never owned one of them, but I believe our grandmother did, like forever ago. Oh, I think it was
Oh,
lost.
don't say it like that.
I can't figure out how to roll hit because it's my thing. I just take with what I got.
Oh man, yeah, okay, yeah. I think I remember seeing those at the house. Oh god, what?
Like, I
So
think she
She
might have
have.
had one of the puppy ones.
Anyway, sorry.
if you
Sorry,
if you,
viewers.
if you open up your stat block on Foundry, where it says hit dice, it shows you have 5 out of 6 hit
Oh,
dice.
hit dice, yeah. Yeah,
You can hit the short rest button,
Oh, okay.
and then
It says
it'll
D8.
right. You have 5
5
available
available.
dice to roll, right? And then you can roll. You can click the roll button and roll them. And it'll show up in chat because it'll add your con modifier, which is +4. So that one
Oh,
was
6.
And then it used one of your dice. So then if you do it again,
Oh,
you can-
nice. Okay, it automatically adds it, so I don't
Right.
have to add it.
And then every long rest, you get half of those back.
Groovy.
I was just taken back to Austin Powers with the shadow scenes. Like he's got like the mini me
Yeah.
on him, and
Mm-hmm.
he's got like the hand as his, Anyway,
Tap tap tap.
okay. So go ahead and roll your. You have any more health to roll? 90s.
And now I'm back up to 43. That seems all right. Fingers crossed.
You can roll as many as you want, up to 4.
Yeah, I'll roll one more then. Okay, 7. There we go. That's fine. I'm 50.
Okay. Well, with your dwarven pastries out of the way, and they seem to have. I don't know if you guys have a direction, but you guys are headed back to town at this point. Brondar is, wishes you guys would stay for the evening and for the night to rest up, because he sees that you guys are all a little tapped. But I mean, he's not going to hold you guys against your will.
Well, okay. Thank you very much for your hospitality. Looking at Vasile quick. And we'll endeavor to return.
Well, you know where to find us. A tip here will be in good hands until you guys bring good news, I hope. And Vasile, our arrangement stands. Whenever I'm in no hurry.
And he gives a curt half nod in his general direction.
Well, once again, I'm sorry about the ribs, but
And he just gives a dismissive wave.
okay. Be safe. Stay on the roads. Watch out for the pitfall. In the center of the road on the way back. I'm
The
sure
what?
I'm sure you guys would have found it on your way here if Anyway, if you didn't watch out for it.
I think that's the one that Hades stopped y'all at.
That
Yeah.
is exactly the one. Well, stick on the road. Keep an eye out for those hounds.
Be safe. And look after yourself. And you have a dead knoll in your trap, by the way. Don't want to
Yeah,
draw blood or have it draw those hounds thing.
No, they know not to come around here. But I'm going to leave them there for the gnolls to see for a few more days. Well,
Metal.
and he slaps his very Midwest style, slaps his knees and stands up. Be safe out there.
All right. All the suits.
As we
and-
must now casually have 2 more hours of conversation at the door as we're standing there.
Back to the ship then.
Yes.
We are off.
Squadala.
The kid's parents, Tip's parents, were Mesan, Mesan, and Sehril, Sehril, Mesan and Sehril. Hue, Hua. Figured I'd write those up while we have them. Okay. Well, you guys are on your way
Sorry,
back to. Oh,
Sorry, that second name?
Sehril.
Sehril.
Sehril. That's the mother.
Gotcha. Okay.
A Nissan, like the car.
Mason.
Mr. Ultima.
M is in Mary. ESAN.
Oh, M. Sorry, I thought it was
Mason. I know. I'm sorry. I used to use very like Abrahamic and Victorian names in my last campaign, and then I don't know why I stopped using those. Like there was like Abigail.
No, it's good flavor.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Okay, so anyway, you guys are.
So yeah, how is the journey back?
Well, who's taking point?
I would absolutely love to take point if nobody else would like to take point.
Stand up for yourself, man. Take that point.
Bet.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception for me as you
I have got you.
take point and lead the way back through the small game trail-esque trail that led you guys to this hermit's house, and then onto the main road on your way back to town.
And
across the hellhounds or whatever.
Total.
10 total.
Okay.
I have gotten the most like middling rolls this entire session, dude. It's great.
Okay. Well, it is kind of a short trek back to town. The forest around here is alive and buzzing. You don't really hear any anything out of place. And you all seem, what's the word? Relatively okay in the health department. You don't see any hounds or any large predators off in the the brush, you make your way back to town without issue.
Cool. Do we
Oh,
still
shit.
see the rose thorn in the sky?
You have been ditched. No, the once you get back to town, the rose thorn is still
Five, you bastard!
where you guys left it. Docked there at the ramshackle dock, very similar to the one in White's Landing.
Well, we've
Well,
got a heading.
I wonder if you guys are ever going to get to White's Landing again.
We will see.
I think there's a sword there that needs to be picked up. Anyway,
Varric with a flaming sword.
He's already got one.
this
What
is my
about
purse.
second flaming sword?
I don't know you.
What about third flaming sword?
The King of the Hill reference.
Sword
Anyway.
style.
Okay, so you guys make it back to town. You guys going
Oh,
straight
Captain, my
to...
captain.
It's exactly the way you guys left it? You're not, like, what, 4 hours previous? 5 hours previous?
Is
What's the
the
trade?
are the trading fellas still there?
They are.
Oh.
They look to be working on repairing their carriage still. They look to be making a lot of progress. Probably another few hours, and then you don't know if they're going to leave before night or wait some.
I'm just imagining the leader there talking to them as they're all complaining. But you said it was gonna be a few hours last time.
Well, if it wasn't for Sir Varric's help, they'd be stuck here a little longer. So
That's entirely fair. Because Sir Varric is a stand-up and all-right guy.
yeah, he doesn't mind when you punch his team members.
Didn't say that.
To be honest, I was really scared that I was going to invite some like all-out brawl inside of this guy's house.
But to be fair, if a random NPC comes up and just randomly punches Vasile, from what Varric knows of him, he probably deserves it.
The thing, we are murder
Varric,
hobos.
Vasile is not an upstanding citizen.
Oh, he probably had it coming. Some reason.
You guys
He's
aren't
got his
murder
own-
hobos yet.
Yet.
Okay,
So- Along those lines, like while we were traveling back, Varric would have like tried to be nonchalant and like not super loud about it, but asked Vasile something to the effect of, "Do you owe anyone money?"
Uh, who, who, this guy, and he's just purposely avoiding eye contact at the question.
How much are we talking?
Around this about sort of way is not money that is owed. It is, and he, like, flicks back the side of his coat to show the whip on his hip. And he makes a quick shouldering of his meteor cannon. It's not money that was stolen. Truth be told, I have stole quite a few things from his brother. And well, while most of it is gone to have purchased passage to the Zendarian belt, there's still few things. Dwarves are stubborn men.
You could say that again.
I mean,
Dwarves are stubborn men.
might have stabbed his brother as well in the process.
like to make sure your thievery was successful, you stabbed him.
Not exactly, no. No, he was not unprovoked.
Ah, okay.
No,
The stabbing or the
it
thievery?
was self-defense. In yeah, the heat of moment.
Right. Well, sounds like fun. What can you tell me about this man you stabbed?
Oh, he's a
Do they have
bastard.
anything left on him after you had your fill
He's
of
not
his
dead.
stuff? No, I mean, like, does he have anything left after you took all his shit?
I didn't take it all. Only a few things.
Only the most important, he says.
Only most valuable or money fetching. I mean, man has a pawn shop. He has more things go in and out every day. Not even a good pawn shop.
Hmm. How do you feel about paying him a visit? I know you said it might be some time, but
What do you mean face to face?
yeah.
Are you crazy?
I mean, yes, but
Debatably.
we've established this numerous times before.
Covered
We
in gold
both
guts.
are. Will you answer my question, please?
Is face to face? No.
What? Is Vasil Topolov scared?
Hardly. No. He's not scared. He should be scared of me. I am much more stronger than last we fought.
Hmm.
Oh, I would not like to end up on missing poster.
Who are we dealing with here?
This is a story for another time. Let us get back to ship.
Right. That would spoil the surprise, wouldn't it? As Var just gives you that wink that, because you know that he's not one to always want to be told. Sometimes he wants to be shown. But a heads up wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, is there anything else you guys want to hash out on the road before you make it back to town? Okay, well
Nope.
then you guys
Yeah.
arrive uneventful back at the city with the carriage being fixed, and you see Lawrence out at the railing with the spyglass looking around. He sees you guys walk in, and you see his little in the distance, a little arm wave at you guys.
Tyrion returns the gesture.
Very Forrest Gump wave.
Yes, exactly that.
So how close are Aura and her gang to finishing their repairs and being good to go?
Um, they when you guys left, there was already going to be about 8 hours of repairs that were still left after your help. So they should be done sometime tonight. You don't know if they're going to leave tonight or if they're going to leave in the morning.
Right. Well, if you all don't mind, check in with Lawrence and I'll meet you back on the ship. But I'm gonna help out Tora and them again, and so they'll be ready to depart come daybreak. Don't have to worry about fixing their caravan overnight, and they can get some sleep.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you, Mr. Ferg.
I'm good with my hands. Might as well put them to work.
Tyrion just leaves it at that.
But I mean, more hands make for less work. But either way, I'll be up to the roast horn eventually.
Okay, and you meet up
Oh, I
with
suppose I have a
Aura.
dinner to cook.
So you meet up with Aura and her crew, Ark, and um, the timetable. You might help them out on a few hours, but she tells you that they'll be leaving in the morning as long as nothing untoward happens. But with your help, they can get this fixed up before nightfall, so they can have themselves a nice rest, knowing that they can leave at a moment's notice if need be.
And knowing that Varric, knowing himself, he doesn't need but 4 hours of concentrated rest. Like he'll make sure he stays up until even you said before nightfall, but he'll take his time and make sure that they are good to go.
And you do make it in time for nightfall, so maybe a little bit after the sun is setting, you guys have finished your work, and you can make your way back over to the roast line. But in that probably what, like 6 hours while Vark's doing that, is there anything that you guys everybody else wanted to do during that time?
I got to cook. I gotta make dinner.
Okay, housewife, what are you making?
I prefer the term.
Man,
hot
Johnny
stuff.
sounds different.
Sorry, house spouse, sorry.
It's an honorific, You go shoot.
Johnny is not making his own dinner,
Given all the blood and rot of today, salad.
You'll
It's
call
the
Uber
Kaiserian
Eats.
salad.
with a little bit of the
Uh-huh.
that Knoll Trill mix sprinkled on top.
It's Kaiserian salad by a great bard named Kaiseri, a Rooster Avansari.
It's a
But
Caesar
yeah, it's got
salad
this kind
joke,
of like
guys.
it's a very tangy salad. Tangy chicken. It's not bloody like the rest of the entire town is.
Okay, so you guys all have your Kesari salad made up for you all.
But if there's
Johnny
a
is
request for something a bit more heavy, then yeah, he obliges.
well. Johnny is kind of interested in what's happening, what's going on. I assume you guys fill him in.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've already got he's got the notebook out on the counter as he's working.
Are you leaving anything out? I'm always going to ask this. It's not a purposefully. I'm trying to see what you guys tell him. I'm just always going to ask.
I mean,
if
I
you
didn't
leave
write
anything out.
I didn't write down any of the official stuff with Vasile, so yeah, we got Havig and the rest of the guys there. Got all the info on
Yeah, we'll tell about
Tip
Tip and the parents. I have written down Vasile's stuff, but he hasn't told us. It's just there in case anybody needed or he needed a reminder or anything, but he hasn't told us yet, so we don't know about it. Oh, I didn't write down. I wrote down that the pirate went south, but I don't remember the islands that he said was that
that
The
was
direction.
fangs.
the
Fangs.
fangs. Yes, because they
But
all spiky.
we're also talking like the entire east coast of the U.S. sort of distance, right? So it's not
Yeah.
like you can just be like, "Oh, the Fangs, yeah, I'll go right there." You need kind of a
Are
little
there
bit more
any
specific.
would anybody know some dangerous things that are up there other than like pirates and them?
So as Tyrion starts to think about that, I'm pretty sure you rolled a history check last session or the session before when you were looking through those gambling chips or those casino chips.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one of the chips stamped the iron dice with the set of dice stamped on it. Is from a gambling den in a city called Broken Tooth,
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it down here. Hammered iron dice, stencil.
which happens to be in the Fangs.
Oh. Well, it might have somewhere for us to check out then.
We don't
Do
have
you?
the observant feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no, I'm
he's
not there yet.
well, he can see through the ship to the kitchen. What do your elf eyes see, Mr. Far?
They're taking the parents to Isengard.
Now, wait, I'm sorry, did you say exactly what kind of establishment the Broken Tooth is? Like, is it or is that not really?
Broken Tooth is the name of a ramshackle ne'er-do-well city that is built on the Fangs, which is essentially just a long ridge of very rocky and not very hospitable mountain range that it's just full of cliffs and jagged rocks, which is where it gets its name. But Broken Tooth is one of the only cities that have made it that have survived there. It's not really known for a lot of good things. It's known for if you are on the run from the law, that's probably a really good place to go because no one from the law is going there.
Except us. Yeah.
But you
Bold of you to assume we're all law-abiding.
That's why I had the laugh, you know?
you've either been there yourself, or you're familiar with the cashing in of these gambling chips, or these casino chips.
Definitely more the second.
And the bag that you found had a bunch of them in there, but this was only the
Yeah.
this was the only one that you recognized.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them marked down in my notes here.
I have them written somewhere, but it'll be important.
Shit's
when it's
bag.
important.
Gilded Griffin, there's
Yeah, those right.
Cedric Circle, Sailor's Respite.
Yeah, some of them don't have names on them.
Yeah. A bunch of hex-shaped ones with no name. Hell.
Now I'm gonna have a horse with no name stuck in my head for no reason at all.
You're welcome.
It's a good song.
So anyway, you guys are staying here for the night, or you guys gonna sleep on the road?
So, I mean, is
I
Bard
thought we were
done?
back at the ship.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I meant on the metaphorical road, meaning
Oh,
the
okay.
air.
Sorry.
Oh yes, yeah, you got it. Because it's not like a carriage that someone has to like drive. It kind of just flies itself.
If Varrick's back on the ship, he would recommend that we're gonna get ready to call it a night. We might need to gain some altitude. Like, would that be a common thing to kind of just have skyship up, just hovering up high?
Yeah. If you don't want to be accessible from the ground, absolutely. They do hover by them. If you don't move it, it just floats. There's no effort.
Okay, so yeah, that would be super common then.
Yep.
Yeah, I say we. What's the well, for lack of a better way of describing, what's the weather like? Is it cloudy?
No. Here in the coast of Shreet, it's always like 75 degrees. This is like the perfect weather right here on the coast. Once you get more into the continent, it gets a bit more humid and tropical. But here on the coast, it's just always beautiful, always cloudless. This is where people like to retire to.
So maybe not getting some altitude because we'd just be obvious.
Well, and I feel that we also shouldn't be too far away from the carriage, just in case.
Yeah. My vote's for
Sure.
stay docked and rest.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, we either fight something here or just fuck it, I'm out. Got the ship.
I'm out.
Good luck,
Yeah.
guys.
You got
Bye.
It's repaired. You can go.
we, just,
Good
we
luck.
just hit him with the hook shot and tow him behind. There we go.
I've helped you enough already.
What's our tow strength for the?
Wait, could the caravan fit in the cage?
It cannot.
Fuck.
Your cage
they all
is
could.
a 15 by 15 square with about probably 15, so 15 cubed.
So we couldn't like. Does it open from the top? Can we just like set the caravan in like long ways and.
You have like a roof on.
I was joking. That was not a serious question. But no, my vote's for staying docked and taking the long rest.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
If they need us, or likewise.
And Varric will, like make sure, because I'm sure at this point he's got everyone, he knows them by name, and he'll shake everyone's hand, like, and if I don't see you off in the morning, safe travels, and if you need anything, we'll be right here.
Well, if you find yourselves in whatever town it's from,
Shreet, yes.
Skysway. If you find yourself in Skysway, look up Sunfire Trading. We will certainly have a bit more goods for you besides our ramshackle amount here. So thank you again so much for your help.
My pleasure. In the House of Borealis' pleasure. It's what we do. Help the people of this hole in the void.
Well, I had only heard of House Borealis. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sir Varric. Thank you.
Pleasure's mine. Until next time.
Okay. The rest of you bed down for the night, I guess. Anybody keeping watch?
Varric will take first watch.
Lucille will take second.
I thought I was muted and went to say that I was going to take second, but third, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and, as the rest of you bed down for the night, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Sir Varric.
Ooh, goodness. Ooh, 7.
7.
Yeah.
Your first watch as the sun goes down and it gets dark around these parts. The lack of light in the city below you is very eerie, because you know that there's a city, you're in a city, but it is dark and quiet. You are far enough away from any nature, I guess, being docked here in town, that you don't hear crickets or you those sort of night nature sounds that you would normally hear. It's just eerily dark and eerily quiet. And for your watch, there isn't any light, there's no sounds, it is just quiet.
Did anyone else stay up for first watch? Like between Johnny or Lawrence or anyone else?
Johnny, absolutely not. Lawrence would stay up for a little bit and just sort of like catch up with you guys, with you, Varg, and just, chit chat for a little bit, but he's not going to stay up super late into the watch because he's got to be up early.
Cool. And once Varg's watch is done, he'll go get, is it Tyrion who's doing second watch, or is it Basile?
Basile.
Basile.
Okay.
Wakey, wakey, beautiful. Your turn.
Yeah, bye, let's go. He just stretches real good, and he was just like laying in his bunk until the time came for his watch. And so he ascends up to the top deck, and he's got Alley Hoot doing some circles around above the ship.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception. And then if you want to roll another one for your familiar.
Yes. And
Either
the owl
yourself with
got it.
advantage or separately, it's up to you.
Well, the owl already has advantage by itself.
Ah, got it. So
Yeah,
you
keen
roll 3
hearing insight.
times.
Yeah. Okay, Alley
Cheaters.
Hoot's got 22. Vasile has 2.
Okay.
D&D.
Excellent.
So once again, the strange quietness of the city just sort of almost feels like sensory deprivating. Like it feels way too quiet for its own good. The lack of uh, civilization in civilization is very juxtaposing, I guess. And while you're sort of taking in this and sucked into this this void that is the town below you, you get your little notification, your little chirp, or however that he makes it sound. Your familiar friend kind of nudges you in the direction of the horizon, and you can see very off in the distance a streak of light, not really a streak, but just a lighted light that looks like an airship of some sort traveling across the horizon, and just enough for you to see it as it makes its way from the the southeast to the northwest as it crosses along the horizon. But other than that, you don't really see much going on. Very uneventful night.
All right. And with that, he'll give a quick whistle for the owl to come back and hug him tight as he heads back down to go get Tyrion. And just real non-ceremonious. Tyrion!
Eh, eh,
It's time.
eh.
And he just leaves.
Mm. Yeah. But as he just falls out of the hammock in his
Salad, the
room.
kibble mix.
Yeah, Tyrion gets up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your last perception for the night.
Woo! 5.
That's a very Ric Flair sort of woo you got there.
And y'all having some good rolls.
I rolled a 2. Bro, Tyrion is out of it this session.
You're not
Yeah,
having
man.
salad anymore for dinner.
He is mildly concussed from his
You added the
bout
wrong
with
mushrooms to your
Noel.
salad. No, so the
Mushrooms don't belong in salad.
well, certainly not these mushrooms that he put on. Anyway,
Mushrooms don't belong.
It's Johnny's private stash.
probably an hour or so into your watch, and Vasil didn't warn you about it, but the eerie quiet beneath you is very mesmerizing. And then just another hour and a half or so into your watch, you do hear some rising and some sounds from within the rose thorn itself, and you turn and you see Johnny there come up onto the deck. As you see him kind of do this sort of stretching as he steps out.
Morning.
Good morning. You are last to watch today, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, I suppose. Last watch, first out. Whichever you want to count it as.
Oh, right, yeah. So, what's for breakfast?
I spotted these weird tins of meat in the collection. I'm curious as to what they might be.
And a side note, you guys all know that Odari don't really eat. So, this might seem a little strange that he's eating whatever you make, and I guess maybe not if you guys knew what's his name. Can't I think what's your guys'
Darby and-
name? Brandon?
Darby?
Baird or Darby?
Yeah, Baird, thank you.
I mean, even I remember correctly, Darby partook in meals.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Quite often, unless it was unless it was like during hard travel.
Yeah.
He just likes the mouthfeel.
I mean, Tyrion's met like one Odari, so he has no idea if they eat
This
or
is the way.
not.
It's all about the mouthfeel.
Well,
Well,
anyway,
spam. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it before. Have you ever heard of that?
if you asked me that earlier, I actually had some spam next to me that I was eating.
Yo. They were these little rectangular tins. Have you ever seen these before? Or is it just pulled one up?
Yeah, wrapped in rice and
They're
seaweed.
very handy. They look like they're
Delicious. No, he just
sushi for breakfast. Let's go.
spam sushi. It's called musubis. Anyway, so
Raw
what's his
spam.
name? Johnny was interested in breakfast and just sorts of starts doing some exercises. You see him doing some jumping jacks and some high knee kicks as he works his way into some like back tucks and like very, very nimble, and you see him just sort of working out and doing some exercises there on the deck while waiting for
He's got
everybody
his
else to
aerobics
rise.
class.
Essentially, you don't. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna add on to what you were having with Johnny. Like Varric's early to rise, and seeing Johnny doing like morning exercises, Varric, in pretty stark contrast to what Johnny's doing. He's doing more of like Tai Chi, and saying things to himself in Elvish, and while facing the sun. Very like methodical, soothing, like slow, purposeful movements with his hands, legs, his whole body.
He didn't want to pull anything, you know?
That's quite important to stretch in the morning, isn't it, Johnny?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Got to get the blood moving.
You, never mind.
I know what you're gonna say, but
No, I did say nothing.
but he says Odari don't have hair either, as he like just busts out a comb and starts to brush his hair.
I mean, is that a confession? Did you steal that hair?
Hold on, let me think what his response.
You ever heard the term scalped?
No, I'll have you know. All natural.
From you?
Well, yes.
Has Varric ever met an Odari that could grow hair?
No, he is lying through his teeth. You don't know what the real
Can
reason
I-
is.
Like with a puzzled look. Can I touch it?
Oh, of course.
And like as Varric, as you guys might have seen him and probably me do a few times, like run his hand through his hair, he'll just do the same thing to Johnny.
And it is silky and it is smooth and like it compresses and like it feels like you're running your hands through the most beautiful like silky smooth hair, and then all of a sudden it goes whoop, right back into shape. Like it is a perfect pompadour, and you whatever you did to it puts it right back to where it was. Like he doesn't need to brush it, it just is immaculate.
Fascinating.
That's wonderful.
I mean, is this polymer meant to maintain its shape?
Well, Johnny likes a little, low maintenance as much as possible. So, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what kind of alloys go into this?
What do you mean?
I mean, you said you make it yourself.
It just grows.
At the risk of sounding crude, only on your head.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
Damn! See, it's
It's
over.
So,
too
I mean,
early in the morning for
Tyrion, like, if Tyrion can hear it, like, he would know that Varric sees Odari more, like, shard forged, typically, than Odari.
Well, lucky for you,
Tyrion just respected more as like a man. He's just like, wait, hold on. Well, I'm not a pope.
Well,
There's no one else around.
well, luckily or unlucky for you, I have a no fraternization policy with my crew. So,
Oh, don't flatter yourself. This was no proposition. I've just, shot, Odari. I've never met one that grew hair.
well, I'm sure you never met anybody like me either, in a lot of other regards. So,
Oh no, I've met plenty of people like you in other regards. But the hair, no, that's new. That's definitely new.
he seems like mock offended. Like he's like making it seem like he's offended that you've met a lot of people like him, but very overt about it. Well, I'll say I see how it is. Perhaps you'll just have to ask around in our ports to see if I've got hair in other places.
Well, I could just try to sneak a sample and find out what it's made of.
Is that a promise?
I mean, can I have some?
Of my hair or my hair?
No, come on. And he'll grab a lock on his head. This right here.
And he'll, what is he gonna... Hold on, let me think about this for a second.
It's not where I saw things going, you guys.
Neither did I.
This is. Hmm. I'm just
In the name of
Here we
science.
go.
In the name of
hugging
science.
Finney. Sleeping.
Johnny's got nothing to hide. Sure, here you go. And he'll just, whoop, he'll pop one out and hand it over to you.
And Barak will actually very carefully store it in a vial ring that he's got. He'll take the cork off and, oh, much appreciated. I'll be able to analyze this when I have the proper equipment and do something with it, I'm sure.
Okay, nerd. Enjoy that.
And at the word nerd, Barak looks up with
Insert
genuinely
whatever.
hurt. No, he looks genuinely hurt. I mean, have you ever met an Odari that grows hair?
Well, I've never met another Johnny 5, so nope. And I am one unique individual.
If you say so.
He doesn't have an immediate response for that. He kind of just goes back to sort of combing his hair. We'll if our little foreplay is done, I've got some exercising to do.
And with a dead serious face, Varric will now look right at him. In all seriousness, I did mean it. Don't flatter yourself.
Well, I will consider myself flattered. And he'll do this little thing with his hand and go back to doing his exercising.
And Varric will, if he's gonna keep doing exercises, Varric will do it next to him. Continue doing his morning routine.
Anyway, what are you making for breakfast, Tyrion?
Tyrion has no idea what he's doing with spam, so he has the bread and toast and everything made for sandwiches, and then there's also scrambled eggs and sausage and all that sort of stuff to go with it.
Scrambled eggs? Perfect.
There you go.
Sausage, eggs, spam, and we got spam and eggs.
Whatever you're cooking, it smells amazing.
Over dramatic bow.
Have you really never had spam?
Me?
Me?
Or
Yes, you, Chris.
no, I eat it. It's just
We have
Tyrion
so
would-
much spam in this house.
we have an ungodly amount of spam in this house, bro. It's in the reserve for the apocalypse.
Why? Just
The
why?
whimper afterwards.
There's so much fucking spam. No, I'm sorry. Editor,
Hey, at least we know where to go when we're on rationing or something.
there you go. I'll mail you a couple packages of spam. But
So I hear you got the spam.
spam dealers.
Yeah, the backstreet spam dealers. Yeah.
So yeah, it's spam, and he just has absolutely no idea what to do with it because it's canned meat. Meat doesn't go in a can. What is this? As the entire idea of canned meat is just odd. Period.
Well, with
It's
Tyrion making breakfast and the rest of the Rosethorn waking up and to their long rest. So go ahead and mark off your long rest, everybody.
less. The benefits of aid disappear.
Womp womp.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
Naives.
what are you guys doing? Oh, actually, as you guys are putting together your morning, um, you hear a sort of uh, like loud horn sound or some sort of um, yeah, sort of like a bullhorn sound come from below. And as you guys look over, you see Aura on um, the carriage, just on the roof, waving at you guys as they head out of town.
Bark will give him a salute. Good luck! Gods be with you!
You guys are like hundreds of feet away, so she doesn't hear you.
Yeah, don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Somebody should cast thaumaturgy on him so that they can hear.
Well, the morning is yours, guys. What are you doing?
Right. Well, did we discuss last night about possible places to explore?
I got in a little late. I was helping Aura and the rest of them.
Right. Right.
Preparations
Okay.
for this morning.
Well, I have these. These are just, like basic gambling chits and all that sort of stuff. And he's dumping out all of the little, basically poker chip things that he found. Okay, now you see this one is from a town called, both in and out of character consulting notes, from the Broken Tooth. It's in the Fangs, where, well, the Pirate King Havoc might have stopped at some point. It's not a guaranteed, but it's a start if there's no opposition to it.
Sounds like a lead. Do you know anything of this? And you said it. I know it's in the Fangs. What did you call it?
It's a bit I hate to say the word seedy of a town, but I mean it's built into cliff sides, so it's not exactly the most upstanding of places. If you're looking to run from something, I've heard it's a place to go.
Oh, that sounds awful. I mean, you've been to the belt. In the mainland, the dwarves made beautiful architecture into the landscape.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
as from what I'm told, it's quite not that.
this is going to be fun. Oh, this is going to be fun. I think we should go.
Like I said, it'd be a start. Gets us heading in the right direction. That is south of us, right? As the directions were pointed.
Yes, from where you guys are on the mainland of Street, and
Yeah.
the Fangs are almost directly south of you as they sort of scattering of small and larger items.
Is everyone else like out up on the deck and everything?
Yeah, Vasile's up and around.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
I would assume that we've
Yeah.
kind of like gathered
Yeah, we're
up
just
after
all
like
up
breakfast and that sort of stuff.
Breakfast is being had, and
What does
Nom, 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 nom.
I mean, has anyone other than Tyrion been to the Fangs? Anyone familiar with the area?
Oh no, I must be completely open and honest with you. I haven't been there myself. I've heard a lot about it from passersby from the tavern, but they've basically all got the same account of the place.
Shithole?
I'm sorry, that
A
what's that?
shithole?
Oh, okay. It came off as like the last part of the word, and I was like, it's yeah, yeah. That about sums it up.
Hmm. And like thinking, and if we have maps nearby, like looking, referring to maps if they're available, how far, like travel time wise, would the Fangs be approximately? Do we know?
You have of this area only kind of broad navigational maps. Let me pull my.
Sen, do you think you could
Oh, I can't because I'm
find us a route, or see how long it might take us to get there? Plot us a course.
Do we have a map of the area? I can't
You do.
remember. We do.
You have navigational maps. Yeah. The uh your route specifically around, or the route of Rowan Blackwood has a bit more specific maps of like the new towers and the Border sort of area. In this area, he wasn't expecting to go in his, so he only has kind of high level navigational maps. But the Fangs are about 8 to 9 hours by air. At least
It
the
will
center.
take some time, but I can get us there.
That's what I like to hear. Excellent. How do you feel about going to a place like this? I mean, it's sounds like it could be a seedy place, but good place to lay low.
You find unexpected things in places like this, so who knows?
Right, you are.
Do you think we might stand out in a place like this?
If we get too close to an airship, we probably will get noticed.
I mean, is that a bad thing?
Was looking at that, we have a nice ship compared to most likely what's going to be there. Pull up to the club in like a Maserati. Everybody else there has like a Honda Civic.
The dive bar, not even the club, like the dive bar.
Well,
Local McDonald's.
are we going for information, or are we going for the purpose of getting attention?
Both.
Well, with any luck, we've run into a couple of people. Maybe they've seen, or maybe even the pirates themselves are there.
And I mean, unless we've got other suggestions, we need to find Havoc, and we'll be fishing for information to find her. Be a lot easier for her to find us.
So
I hadn't thought of it that way, but
somebody,
you make a good point.
you mean to bait her out?
Exactly. Possibly. I mean, not the direct intention.
it would make finding her easier.
And I've dealt with pirates. Maybe not on this side of Sordane, but no.
Yeah, but by
Uh,
the sounds of it, it's an entire island of.
Oh, they're scattered about. They're not under any sort of collective. Numerous groups of cowards.
Hmm.
I'm not scared of
Hades
pirates.
definitely just has an unsure look on her face.
Does anyone else? Like, cause Varg, you get the vibe that Varg's probably being a little cocky.
Yeah, it seems
Sorry.
like he's very gung
Muted.
ho. Kamikaze!
Well, this, by description of, it's approximately 14. I didn't want to say skiff airships and a dreadnought. It's you can consider me a bit intimidated by this.
You must forget. That's nothing compared to the armada of the House of Court of Borealis. I mean, that's cute. But this is just a pirate king.
Ah, but we don't have the armada.
Armada behind us. I think
And we don't
it's
need to take on them.
foolish. But to rush in there with all your cards showing, but
By all means, I'm open to suggestions.
Let us first see what is in these fangs.
Agreed. Tony!
And so,
We've got a heading.
Okay. I was just playing around with the here. That's something up. Oop. Yep, don't click on that shit. Oh well. So, you guys can see this icon's too big. Oh wait. Can you guys see this?
What do you
see
mean
like
by
a
this?
it's
split.
entirely possible.
Do you guys see the world,
World
map? Or
map?
do you guys see
Hey,
the...
I see it.
In like the rose thorn?
I don't see it on Twitch yet, but
Yeah, I don't see it on Twitch. That's why I was like, what the hell?
I just refresh one sec.
Keep trying to use AutoCAD controls to navigate
No, it's
this.
still just the two-headed dragon and all the tokens.
It is here. What in Yosemite somehow?
We need the little red footsteps for whenever we go somewhere.
Footsteps, as in we're walking across, or just arrows, because that's which way
We're
we're
going to
going.
walk all the way there. I forgot
There's
that it's
like
a red line whenever he
big,
flies.
thick red line. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that won't do it. What the hell? Um. Hold on, let me try something. You guys might get disconnected here for a second. Oh no! I just hit refresh on this thing. It just takes a second to come up. Because I want to show off the fancy art, which the splash page that you guys were looking at before, that is also Arcane Mini's art. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's updating on that. Here, let me try this. Activate. That change? Nope. Man, I am like the worst streamer.
Can you reset to what's to be captured by your OBS?
That's what I was checking. It was. Oh my god. I've had the wrong one set up this whole time. Hold on. That's not it.
Well, it's gone black now, but
Yeah, no, because I didn't actually have it. Thought I did, but say jet stream. Yeah, hold on. Let me set this. Aha! Okay, there we go. It was an OBS thing. It wasn't refreshing with Okay, sorry. Eventually I will be a consummate professional streamer, but for now. Okay, so it's a few minutes past midnight. Let's figure out what we're doing and then we're going to break for the night. So where you guys are on the map, the fangs are those this collection of large islands right here directly south of you guys. So I know you guys were discussing about what you were doing and I wasn't listening because I was trying to fix our stupid stream. Remind me again what you're doing.
We are heading in the direction of the fangs. Nowhere
Yes.
specifically for now, just in that general direction.
Okay. And you know kind of somewhere about where Broken Tooth is, Tyrion. You having never been there, but
You turned right at 4th Street and then keep going for about a minute and then
turn left at the the crashed airship on the on the rocks there. Okay, well let's just leave it here. So you guys are packing up and start heading in the direction of the Fangs to track down the city of Broken Tooth, which is the direction that both Havoc and her armada was heading, and it's also in the direction of the one known gambling den that was its chips were acquired by you folks there in the city. So it seems like a good enough direction. And think about if you guys are doing anything for the next 8 hours on the trek down, because that's how long it's going to take until you guys get in this in the right area. So with that, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about, or any questions before we break for the night?
Nothing here.
how large is Finny Fox?
he's just small. Just
Wonderful. These
So,
are the
about the
important
size
things.
of a fox. Yeah.
5e official size would be tiny. It is probably about yay big or whatever.
Oh. Wonderful. You love to see it.
Okay, well.
So what are Bart gonna? Oh, sorry. Are we done?
No.
I wasn't. No, it was after fact.
After the fact. Okay, well, anyway, I don't know if we have any viewers because I actually haven't really been looking. Well, I don't know, but anyway, if you're watching now or in the future, thank you so much for being with us as we figure out the world of Sordane and our not really mercenaries. We got to figure out a name for you guys. Our characters in this world.
Kind of, sorta.
The kind of sortas.
Oh, the kind of sorta. That's right. I forgot.
Because no one else that's our name until someone else gives me something. We're kind of
As-
sorta.
as the kind of sorta, or it's
Nope,
Yes,
that's
kind of.
how you said it right.
as the kind of sorta figures out their their place in Sordane as they track down this evil. Well, you guys don't know if they're evil, but
That's subjective.
the pirate king Havig and Rowan Blackwood. So thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week if all goes according to plan. Thanks, everyone.